character is really, really cool. I love actually watching that character because of the uniqueness of some of the mix-ups and how they control neutral extremely well. Is something really, really cool to see. Having a steerable fireball is something, once again, that's an anime mechanic if I ever did hear of one, right? That's not normally something it is that you really see in something like Street Fighter or in a variety of other games, but that's why we love Guilty Gear, right? The uniqueness of it and the weird characters it is that come through in here.
All right, we've got an East Coast representative here. Peachy comes out to the New York City locals, so he's basically New York. I'm still trying to beat him. We've had some close sets, but unfortunately Peachy has been grinding way more than I have, and has gotten much better than me. So Peachy, excellent Leo here, has been winning a ton of net play brackets and placing just like super high. So looking to get some more accolades here at Casa in the house.
That man's remixing on the block stun right now real quick. He's doing a little bit of the stagger pressure it is that we've seen a lot of the 5Ks really leading into some pressure it is that comes from Leo. A lot of it was, once again, Viggie trying to find a way out, but not really being able to find one. Thankfully, he gets the hit, tries to go for the anti-air, manages to catch him. Yeah, thankfully, Eddie's there with the health insurance, manages to at least keep him safe for the time being. But now we're back in the corner. Peachy does get thrown, and that way the sides are swapped.
ViggieSmalls looking very solid here. A great corner sequence there. Back throw into the corner is the biggest indication that you're about to lose a match in Exarch. So ViggieSmalls doing well to capitalize on that situation.
Oh, nice.
Make Peachy really feel it.
Yeah, nice. Start smoke, blood in the water. Thankfully, once again, Eddie was there to make sure that Leo was not able to continue with the pressure it is that they had. Gets tossed right on back to the same corner it is we've seen him, and it's the same channel, but can we change it this time around, right? Same showing. We've seen a little bit of the reruns. The burst does change things up a little bit, and they do manage to find their way out. There's the invite hell and still backing up, trying to keep that distance, reflects it, and still trying to play the evasive game here, but gets punished on the teleport.
We saw an excellent example of ViggieSmalls piloting there with Eddie. Oh, and it's going to be an air throw there for Peachy. But what we saw there is Eddie walking up on the Leo heavy fireball, the one that takes him a super long time to get it out. And Eddie just giving him a little tap, a little P follow-up on the shins, and that stops the startup, counter hits, and no fireball there for Peachy. Peachy, though, still going to take that game one now. ViggieSmalls getting some excellent offense started.
Just get the wall splat and the burst. We don't want to deal with any of this pressure, but too bad you're staying here. You pay rent here now. Managing to go low twice in a row and gets the wall splat, snaps his fingers, and makes Eddie disappear, but we're about to see another magic trick. How much health is he going to have left after this 5 dust? Oh my goodness, the 5D once again. Here's all this damage coming through, still managing the corner position and tries to reflect, but the yellow RC is in to keep Peachy looking pretty good. Manages to land the 5S, and here comes Samoki.
Blasting through cross up. Once again, back turned so good in Exarch. Oh! Dead angle attack there. Did not want to deal with the situation, but still has not escaped this corner. YRC to make the air dash that little bit better. Now Peachy unable to trade the shark. Chum in the water. Peachy getting devoured.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not doing too bad so far. Still finding the damage where they're looking for it. Finds at least a little bit of stagger pressure and challenges on some plus for manages to get hit once again and manages to counter out the burst as well. And using a little bit of their meter as well as some of their burst gauge to maximize on the damage on their own flash kick to at least get ViggieSmalls here. Instead, uses the charge dust once again to find the hit and find the game, or at least the round, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit surprising from Peachy. You usually do not see burst spent on burst super unless it's the final round and it's going to kill. Peachy, though, just wanting the big damage, going for the clip. I can respect that. And of course, if you see something fun tonight, please clip it. We love you for that. Makes the editor's job a little bit easier. Get those nice highlights for Twitter. It's excellent. If you see something big, clip that.
Nice,
stun here.
ViggieSmalls
cleaned it up, grinding Leo into mincemeat. It's a prime cut.
Nice, man. Just a rematch for the time being. Okay, okay. We're tied up 1-1. Leo's not doing too bad. What I've been noticing is that Viggie's actually trying to use not only that reflector a little bit more, but try to see if they can get through the fireball, and they've been getting clipped a couple of times, so I wonder how they're going to try to adapt to this next situation.
And, I mean, like, kind of dialed into it because of all the Street Fighter 6, but we're seeing a situation here, right, where Zato projectile, the drill, knocks down, Leo projectile, the boom, does not. So Zato is pretty plus after these projectile frays, able to set up a lot more.
Oh, they took the flash kick, but got hit on the latter side of it. Still keeping the corner position. Eddie is still there to at least help things out a little bit. He gets smacked in his mouth and has to disappear. Now he has to leave it be for the time being. But Peachy lands, gets a conversion, and gets the round off of it with some meter to spare. But hey, we won't have meter coming into this next round. It'll be quite all right.
Yes, first pretty even as well. ViggieSmalls going to get theirs back pretty quickly. Excellent awareness from Peachy to kill Eddie immediately after the shark. Zato, a big thing about his game plan is that he is just trying to escape sometimes. Like, once the Eddie gauge is gone, it's mostly just mission objective survive. ViggieSmalls showing that excellently, disengaging whenever that bar is low. Looking pretty good in this round, the huge anti-air there.
That's up the projectile. This heavy projectile for some Oki, still trying to fight their way in. Flies right on up. Thankfully, we're tuned in the air.
Excellent mobility into the command grab. Check the anti-air off of the 6K overhead. We're getting into some shenanigans right now. Keeping it casual.
Oh, gets hit by the flash kick once again. Not only does this manage to snipe Eddie, but it also smacks Zato as well. Gives him the corner position he's looking for. Peachy with the back turn manages to go low and instead finds more Oki. Pop the yellow RC. We're getting overheaded, but still manages to block it out. Drops the combo. But he wasn't able to convert it. The red RC. Great blocks as well.
Barely avoiding getting anti-aired there by 6H. What's Peachy? Let's go. Dive. Oh, no.
My goodness. Oh, it's a horror movie. Oh, jeez. Manages to get by the...
And it's not Jaws.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was for a second, right? I mean, like, Zato was using a lot of those supers, trying to snipe him out the air with Jaws, you know, featuring Eddie, of course, you know, when his wonderful cameo appearance, you know, wonderful job in the movie. I think that seeing a lot of, like, the super and just trying to lock down a lot of the pressure it is that we're seeing is something that's not necessarily unique to, there's not something that's unique to Zato, because we saw a lot of lockdown from Leo as well. But Viggie was